Hey class, welcome to the first video of our first chapter, Business Combinations, Part 1. First of all, I would like to acknowledge Miss Ramina Ray for giving me this PDF copy of the book, no, ni Sir Sus Milan, pero 2020 siya. Almost same naman yung content. Okay, well, let's proceed to the discussion. So this chapter, Business Combinations Part 1, ang mga related standards used here are from PFRS 3, Business Combinations, and Section 19 of PFRS for SMEs. Okay, so what is the overview of our topic? So basically, class, there are three chapters to discuss business combinations. Yung chapter 1 is the recognition and measurement, and then chapter 2 is the specific cases, and then chapter 3 is special accounting topics. Okay, let's proceed to the learning objectives of this chapter. First is to define a business combination, explain briefly the accounting requirements for a business combination, and compute for goodwill. Okay? So dito class, no, dito sa definition ng business combination, mag-proceed tayo directly dun sa PFRS 3, which says that, masan siya? Yun. So according to PFRS 3, business combination is a transaction or other event in which an acquirer obtains control of one or more businesses. Transactions referred to as true mergers or mergers of equals are also business combinations under PFRS 3. So basically, class, ano lang to, there is one company that obtains another company or a company of one or two in which that company that purchased those other companies are called acquirer. So yeah, balik tayo dun sa una. And so ayan, so in which yung company na bumili ng other companies. So nagkaroon siya ng control over those companies na binili niya. Okay? So yung company na bumili is tinatawag natin siyang acquirer. Or minsan parent din, depende sa klase ng business combination. And then yun namang mga binili or piniling company is acquiree or subsidiary. Okay? So there are two there are two ways how business combination is carried out. No? It can be through asset acquisition or stock acquisition. So from the word itself naman, asset acquisition, ibig sabihin, binibili mismo yung assets ng acquiree. Not just the assets, no, but also yung liabilities, binabayaran din. Okay, so kung babasahin natin dito, acquirer purchases the assets and assumes the liabilities. So ibig sabihin, kung may utang yung liability, kung may utang yung acquiree, which of course meron na, pati yun, binabayaran na ng acquirer. Okay? Okay, sa asset acquisition, meron tayong dalawang klase ng business combination. It could be merger or consolidation. So pag sinabi nating merger class, dito sa example natin, it shows like this, A company plus B company is equal to either A company or B company. Ibig sabihin, one of them is the acquirer and then one of them is the acquiree. So if dito si A company if ang magiging sagot dito, ibig sabihin siya yung acquirer and then si B company siya yung acquiree, in which since yung assets and liabilities are already bought by the acquirer, so magsicease to exist na yung binili. And so that's how it goes. Pagdating naman sa consolidation class, so ang ating representation is A company plus B company equals C company. So ibig sabihin nagkaroon ng nag-produce ng bagong company. So parehong na-dissolve yung mga previous companies and then nag-form sila ng bagong company or corporation. So dito class, ano lang naman siya, no? It's more of a name. Kumbaga, when it comes to name, parang A company plus B company equals C company. So bago na yung name nila. Pero of course, when it comes to the employees and the management, most likely sila pa rin naman yan. Siyempre, di ba, sa accounting, we have this accounting entity concept na merong distinct personality yung company ko. Once the company is created to operation of law or either sa partnership, meron iba yung personality or identity ng business dun sa owners. Okay, so the other way of carrying out a business combination is through stock acquisition. So kung dito sa asset acquisition, binibili yung assets at binabayaran yung liabilities ni acquiree. So dito, hindi ganun. Hindi ganun yung proseso. Ang ginagawa is the acquirer obtains control by acquiring a majority ownership interest. So ibig sabihin, bumibili ng shares nung acquiree, particularly ordinary share capital kasi yun yung mayroong voting rights. Okay, now so please take note dito sa sinasabing majority ownership interest in the voting rights. Ang tinutukoy dito is yung ordinary share capital, not the preference share capital. So it should be more than 50%. So ibig sabihin at least 51% is meron ng control yung acquirer. So dito sa stock acquisition of business combination, dito papasok yung mga terminologies na parent for the acquirer and subsidiary for the acquiree. Okay. So kasi I leave the other readings to you. Doon na lang tayo sa highlights. Okay. Okay na yan. So just to discuss this, horizontal combination, vertical combination, tsaka conglomerate. So ito daw yung can be described in business combination. Horizontal combination, ibig sabihin, the businesses involved are in similar business or they are in similar industry. Ayan ang example. Doon naman sa vertical combination, they are also in the same business or industry pero magkaiba sila ng level pagdating dun sa dito. Ang example is yung marketing chain. Ang example nga dito is yung manufacturers, binili niya si supplier of raw materials. So dito, ang klase ng business dito or industry is nasa sila? Nasa manufacturing industry. And then last is conglomerate. So pag naman conglomerate ay di magkakaiba naman yung business involved. As an example dito, real estate developer, binili niya yung bank. Okay, so of course, bakit ba ginagawa yung business combination? So there are a lot of advantages of doing so. Of course, there are also disadvantages of having business combination. So to discuss some, ayan, so the first is the competition is eliminated or lessened, of course, this is common sense, to be honest, pero just to give an example, isipin natin si Jollibee, di ba? Pinurchase niya si Mang Inasal, si Chowking. So these are all food chain na fast food restaurant na kung ikaw yung customer, di ba? Mamimili ka kung saan mo gusto kumain. Pero sa point of view ng business, nitong mga business na to, for example, sa Jollibee nga, binili niya si yung Inasal tsaka si Chowking. So kahit saan ka kumain sa tatlo, sa kanila lahat yun. So ganun yung dating, competition is eliminated. Ayan. So marami pa rin examples dito, pero I leave this case for your readings. Right? How about disadvantages? Dito to discuss one, ito naman monopoly naman. So in relation to the first advantages kanina, 'di ba? Kung wala nang kompetensya yung business sa isang sa market. So, 'di ba? It looks parang monopoly na yung dating. Wala nang ibang kumakalaban. So, siya lang lahat yung magiging magbe-benefit dun sa market. Mag-isa na lang siya. Minomonopolize na lang niya yung market. So of course, that would be disadvantages, to be honest, sa society, sa end user. Okay, so ayun, as defined, business combination, ito yung kanina, no, according to PFRS 3. So based on the definition of business combination under PFRS 3, there are two essential elements in the definition, which is the control and business. So when we say control, as basahin natin dito, investor controls an investee when the investor has the power to direct the investee's relevant activities. Yeah. So if the acquirer, meron siyang capacity na siya na yung magmamanage ng operations and policies of the business. So nandun yung manifestation ng control. Thereby affecting the variability of the investor's investment returns. So kumbaga dito, if you are the acquirer, di ba? Since nag-ano ka nga this is through sa stock acquisition, di ba? Kung ikaw yung investor, syempre kung so, ang point of view mo bilang investor is after a year, di ba? Magkakaroon ka din ng return on investment. So if you have control over the investee, ang tendency mo is you tend to ano to? You tend to direct the kung ano yung mga nangyayari. Kasi in effect nun, if syempre, di ba parang ang gusto mo mangyari is you want to make sure na magiging mataas yung balik sa'yo. So therefore, yung gusto mong gawin is mas mapaganda pa yung operations nila. So therefore, in effect sa'yo mas mataas yung chance ng balik nung return on investment. So something like that. Okay. So kailan may control? As discussed kanina, it should be at least 51%. Yeah, kapag more than 50. Okay. Nasan pa dito? However, this is only a presumption because control can be obtained in some other ways. So, ito class, this is just the general assumption. Siyempre, pag 51% ka at least, yeah, that's a guarantee na may control ka. Pero what if less than 51% or 50% or less lang yung na-acquire ni acquirer or the parent dun sa subsidiary? So, meron bang other means for that acquirer has control? Yeah, meron. So, dito, merong examples dito na apat na situations na kahit hindi siya 51%, yes, pwede pa rin may control pa rin siya. Okay, letter A, the acquirer has the power to appoint or remove the majority of the board of directors of the acquirer. So, we all know, class, that itong mga board of directors, no, sila yung ito yung mga boss sa isang company, kahit sa anong institution. Whereas, when it comes to policies, when it comes to operations, kung ano yung decisions nila, yun yung nasusunod. So, ibig sabihin, even if 50% or less yung hawak ni acquirer sa shares ng acquirer, pero kung meron siyang power to appoint or remove the majority of the board of directors, it also manifests control. Then for letter B, the acquirer has the power to cast the majority of votes at board meetings or equivalent bodies within the acquirer. So that's the same with letter A, no? Other lang siya. Dito lang naman is naman ito sa same lang din. Sa board meetings din ito eh. Then sa letter C, the acquirer has power over more than half of the voting rights of the acquiree because of the agreement with other investors. Ito. For example, si acquirer is 40% lang. 40% lang yung kanyang na-acquire doon sa acquiree. So, of course, that's clear naman doon na wala siyang control. Pero with agreement with another investors, let's just say mayroong 18%. So 18%. So nag-usap sila na sabi ni acquirer natin na pinag-uusapan is pinausap niya si other investor na may 18% na share na whatever na decision niya is susuportahan itong 18% na holder is nag-agree naman itong 18% holder. So, ibig sabihin, yung combined percentage nila over the voting rights is 40 and 18. So, that is 58. So, yun. Though less than 50 siya, but meron naman siyang agreement with other investor, it also manifests control. Then lastly, The acquirer controls the acquirer's operating and financial policies because of a law or an agreement. So sounds like ano din, letter C. Pero dito naman is ano naman siya sa operations tsaka financial policies. Okay. So an acquirer may obtain control of an acquiree in a variety of ways. Ayan. So ito yung mga consideration. Ito yung mga consideration that the acquirer can transfer to the acquiree during a business combination, right? So we have examples here to determine the existence of control. And for the first example, 51% daw ang ownership interest, ordinary shares, that's a clear observation or manifestation na mayroong control itong acquirer. For example number 2, ayan, so si ABC acquires 100% of XYZ, kaya lang preference shares. Ayan, so as I said kanina, ang may voting rights class when it comes to corporation is the ordinary share capital, not the preference shares. So kahit pa 100% yung nabiling preference shares, wala pa rin control sa acquirer. Okay? So dito sa example number 3, tsaka sa example number 4, and even example number 5, no? Ito yung mga examples ng sinasabi natin na kahit ang acquiree is less than 51% ang kanyang ownership. Pero through an agreement, edi as if more than pa sa yung control niya is tumataas. Yung control percentage niya. Right. Na tayo. Ayan. So other element na essential sa definition of business combination is business. So as defined here, business is an integrated set of activities and assets that is capable of being conducted and managed for the purpose of providing goods or services to customers, generating investment income such as dividends or interest, or generating other income from ordinary activities. So, ang gusto ko lang sabihin dito is yung daw business combination transaction is for it to be recorded as a business combination para mag-qualify siya sa PFRS 3 is ito dapat yung context ng business, no? So dapat yung binili is able to generate income to create investment income or to generate other income from ordinary activities. Kasi pag hindi papasok dito yung definition ng transaction ng business combination, edi pwede natin siyang hindi record under PFRS 3. Pwede silang record under, it could be an inventory or sa property. Ayan. Okay. So ito, this is very common. The business has the following 3 elements, the input, the process, and the output. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for your readings. Okay, what else? Identifying the acquirer. Dito na ba tayo? Yeah. So, katapos lang natin class sa first learning objective, define the business combination. Ayan. So, tuloy ko pa ba? Wait lang. Sige. For this video, stop ko muna itong discussion for hanggang learning objective number 1 para maikli lang siya. And then, yan. So, see you later sa second video.